AITAH for not changing my wedding date, Friday, because my mom has to work that weekend? This is my first time writing on here, but I really need some advice, perspective. I came out as lesbian at the age of 15. My mom has never been supportive of it, and when I came home with my first girlfriend she forbade me from meeting with her, holding hands in public, etc. etc. My then girlfriend wasn't welcome at my parents' place, and my mom almost denied me the opportunity to go to university because she didn't want me hanging out with her in the student dorms. Actually, my dad enrolled me. My then girlfriend and I eventually broke up because of my mom. I am now financially independent and I dare to speak up for myself more. I have another girlfriend now and we are having plans on getting married, been together 3 years. In the beginning of our relationship my mom was mad at me because I again came home with a girl. My girlfriend's family invited me to go on holiday with them and of course my mom said no. But because I made my own money, I went anyway. It was only then, after fighting for days, if not weeks and me still going despite her objecting, that she realized she needed to change in order to keep her daughter. From that moment on my girlfriend has been welcome at my parents' home. I was happy of course, but I cheered too early. Everything we planned together, my mom has to interfere and ruin things. Christmas, Easter, Mother's Day, everything is always a problem and has to go her way. It has gotten to the point where I'm starting to realize she might be a narcissist. It's always something with her. Nothing is ever good enough. At one point when I was younger, my mom and dad had big fights about me being gay, because my mom couldn't accept it, but dad could. So mom got mad at dad. She told me they would get a divorce because of me. I have thought about breaking with her multiple times because she's made my life way harder than it should be. But I never dared to. My fiancé and I have now found a location and date we would like to get married, Friday the 31st of May 2024. My mom wants us to move the date because she has to work that weekend. The day of the wedding itself she gets a day off. I told her I didn't want to move the date because this is our wedding and we decide. I told her we can't make adjustments for everyone, but then she just tells me that as my mom, she would have to be the first person to make adjustments for. We chose this date because we feel it fits best for everyone and I don't feel like changing it just for her. Maybe if she would have been more supportive. After hours of fighting I just told her there were no other dates available to get her off my back. Turns out she called our venue behind our back to ask if other dates would be available. She manipulates me by saying she always paid everything for me and I never had anything too short. But she only thinks about material things. Am I the asshole? I really don't know anymore. She makes me feel like I'm in the wrong, so I would really like some second opinions. Thank you so much in advance. Not the asshole. If she wanted to I am sure she could arrange the time off, given that the wedding is 10 months away. You need to contact all your wedding vendors and put passwords on your accounts with them to prevent your mother from calling and changing things by pretending to be you. Don't make changes to appease someone who does not approve of you. She will either show up or she won't. The balls is in her court. It's nearly a year from now. Your mother can get all the time off she needs with that much advance notice. She is deliberately creating difficulties. Hold your ground. This is nothing but her resisting your marriage. Not the asshole. Tell her that that's the date and the subject is now closed. You will entertain no further discussion of the issue. She'll find something else to object to soon enough, anyway. Not the asshole. It's your wedding, not hers. How is she not able to get the weekend off? Not the asshole. Your wedding, your choice, your life. If your mom wants to be there she can request time off like the rest of the planet. But you will be better off if her negative energy is not at the wedding. Not the asshole. She's plenty of time to work around it. Enjoy your wedding. Am I the asshole for kicking my sil out of my bridal party for posting a pic of me in my wedding dress? I, 27F, got engaged to my fiancé, 34M, right before COVID and due to the pandemic have experienced delay after delay. But finally we have begun planning and are aiming at a mid-May 24th wedding. My mother asked me if I could include my sil in my bridal party because after marrying my brother moved several states away and has expressed feeling isolated without family around. I could understand so I agreed. But my sil has been nothing short of a nightmare. My bridesmaid all assisted in handwriting and sending out our wedding invitations, but the ones my sil helped with all had zero invitation inside and instead was an empty envelope. I know they were hers because everyone had different shades of pink envelopes to go from. She also took the longest at our makeup and hair consultations, even extending her appointment an hour, to which I was charged. I am covering her expenses as she is a som and I know things are tight right now. Because she could not agree with the stylist on what makeup she wanted. But the final straw came when I found the dress of my dreams. Only problem was I was 15 pounds too heavy for it and I bawled my eyes out because I knew this was the dress for me. Everyone was encouraging and I still had plenty of time to lose 15 pounds and come back for fitting etc. So I agreed and said yes to the dress. When I got home that night I noticed on my Sil's Instagram that she has posted a picture to her Instagram of me in the dress ugly crying and I was absolutely livid. My fiancé has already seen the Instagram picture and I am devastated. He was not supposed to see me in the dress until our wedding day and I know so many more people have seen it. I could not help myself. I called her and exploded adding that she was not going to be in my bridal party and that she has ruined my wedding. My mother has called me and told me that even though she understands I lacked compassion and have severely hurt my Sil's feelings. She asked if I could find it in my heart to forgive, but I told her even if I did that I still would not include her in my party. Am I the asshole? Update. My brother reached out to me to apologize on my Sil's behalf. He stated that she posted it thinking the app had the feature to where she could post privately. I have never seen this on Instagram or knew it was possible, but when I asked why the picture was taken in the first place he said she just wanted to capture the start of my fitting into the dress journey. I told my brother she was not getting back into my bridal party, which he understood, but when I mentioned she could not attend my wedding he stated if that were the case he could not come either. Update 2. My brother and Sil did not have a wedding. At the time they were in their third year of college and only married at the courthouse over a summer break. I admit that I do not have a very close relationship with her. I work longer hours and often am tired after, so go straight home to relax, especially these last few years. Any time we have been together we are cordial, but there is no real relationship between us. I'm dying to know what excuse she had for posting a photo of the bride in her dress crying on her social media. Bounced from the party was kind. I'd have been tempted to bounce her from the wedding. Not the asshole at all. Equally excited to hear why your mother is defending your Sil. Not the asshole, your mom is the reason you're in this position. She needs to stay out of it. Not the asshole. If you don't forgive her, that is entirely within your right. Not only did she post your wedding dressing for everyone including your fiancé to see, but she discarded your emotions and shared a very emotional, private moment with everyone that followed her. It might be sufficient to not have her in your wedding party, but still invited to the wedding to avoid further drama, unless you think that it will significantly take away from your day. Either way, if I were you I would not allow her into my wedding party, lol. Not the asshole. Fuck her feelings. I would have booted her when she forgot to put the invitations in the envelope. No way in hell that was accidental. And, not only did she spoil the surprise for your husband to be by posting a picture of you in the dress, she did it to humiliate you. Tell your mom to back the fuck off and stop pushing. Not the asshole part of being a grown-up is remembering you don't owe people forgiveness, especially if they are unrepentant. Your Sil is a hater and is trying to get her moments of attention in nasty, selfish ways. Shame on your mom for supporting this toddler just to keep the peace. Show her this thread: your Sil is the enemy. And revenge dieting works. You hold off on calories and work your ass off literally, and when you walk down the aisle you will be proud. As you pass her, since she's sitting in the guest seats, just give her the eyes and smirk. Envision this moment every time you feel hungry, because nothing tastes as good as sweet, sweet revenge.